This is a little movement that a lot of the parents call the jiggles, so we call it the RMT1, which is rhythmic movement training, but it helps with the gallant reflex and can be a calming tool also. And this particular one, the child or client does nothing. It's totally passive. They just lay straight like this. They're not doing anything. Whoever is doing this is going to grab their ankles and just rock them. This is not a big movement, it's a little rock. And the most important thing is that it's in a rhythm. It's not so important about how fast or how slow or the exact rhythm. It just needs to be a rhythm. And eventually and I put a little towel under her head because this one can get very uncomfortable on the hair. The hair rubs on the back of the head and then they want to put their hands under it or something, and you don't need to. Okay, and you do this for 30 seconds, a minute. So that's the first one. Now the second one, I want you to scooch back down, Coralie, with your knees up. This is the RMT2 that turns into the RMT7, and it begins passively. So it starts with you doing it to the client, and there are two different ways to do this. You can put your hands on the top of the thighs, and again, you're just rocking. Or you can put your hands here behind the calves, and I always ask the client, do you like it do you like my hands here, or do you like them here? Do you care this way better? Okay, and a lot of them do have a preference. And so again, you're just rocking a little bit in a rhythm. When they really start relaxing, you'll start to see their head kind of, nodding a little bit. That's what we want. Nice, smooth, steady, rhythmic. Now this one, after doing it 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to try and get the child to do it on their own, or the client to do it on their own. So we're going to kind of morph it from passive to active. And the way to do that is you'll be doing this, and after you've done it for 2 or 3 weeks, they're pretty used to it. And then you just say, okay, now I'm going to count to 3, and I'm going to let go, and I want you to keep doing this. So 1, 2, 3. And it's hard. Good job. And this is like the reason you need 2 or 3 weeks of doing it passively is so they'll really know what it feels like and how to do it. It really helps integrate the gallant reflex, and it can be a very calming tool. So that's the jiggles.